Hey guys, Spartan117GW here, and I got some really cool stuff to show you today. Now this is the Gaems Vanguard. This is the Gaems Guardian. So before I get into the Guardian, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been using Gaems products for almost 10 years. The original G155 when I was in the military, the Vanguard, the 240 for trade shows, the M270 most recently for PC gaming, and I have never been let down by Gaems products. They've always been fantastic, and the original product was great for guys in the military. And that's kind of how I got introduced to the products. I love gaming, I love military stuff, I love shooting. But this is some next level stuff from Gaems. It's really cool to see that roughly almost 10-year evolution coming to this. So without further ado, let's get into the first impressions and the specs for the awesome Gaems Guardian. Alright, so let's jump into the Guardian. First impressions, holy crap, this thing is big. Like, if you've ever seen the G155 or the Vanguard before, this thing is like it's like the aircraft carrier next to like a destroyer or a battleship. It's like huge, but there's a reason for that. The monitor in here is a 24-inch 1440 60Hz monitor. So in a way, it kind of reminds me of like the Gaems M270, where it's basically a PC monitor that you can take with you in a way. So that's why it's so big, and you're getting so much more, resolution and power and everything in this big package. But also they packed a lot more features in here too. You have the different speakers in here, so if you're not just using the two headphone jacks in the front, which is great for co-op by the way, but using it more for like just for yourself and really want to enjoy the full punchiness of the sound of the speakers and just really embrace the whole entertainment system, those speakers are going to be badass. You can pump them all the way up. Sounds absolutely fantastic. You also have the USB ports on here, which one of the ones on the front actually is twice the power output, 1.8 amps or whatever. But what's great is that they're excellent for all your streaming devices, your microphone, plugging your phone in, or whatever have you, right? So you can charge your phone while you're playing. You also have the HDMI port in the back there, which is essentially where your console plugs into, or whatever device you have in here. You can even put a PC in here. So it's not just for the Xbox. You can put your PlayStation here and whatnot, whatever. As long as it fits within the little chassis down there, you're good. And it has basically a rubberized base, so it kind of keeps the system that's in there from moving around. Also, one thing that's really cool is that all the controls are in the little front corner down there, which is nice because now you don't necessarily need like a little remote or whatever, although having a remote would be nice. But very, very easy to make all your adjustment settings and everything like that. If you're familiar with the Gaems menu, you'll be right at home. What's really cool too is it has Picatinny segments up here, which essentially is how you attach your cameras and stuff using the Gaems accessories. What's really cool is that Gaems has kind of embraced the 1919 Picatinny thing, and that's kind of like my world. If you can't tell, I'm very familiar with Picatinny rails. So it's really cool that they have that built into the system, so you can go ahead and mount your lights and your cameras and your microphones already on the system, which is great for streamers and just anyone who just wants to create good content or what have you, right? And the overall design, the aesthetics of this thing is gorgeous, beautiful. Even when the case is closed, it's kind of almost like a mystery. It's just this beautiful, large, gorgeous briefcase, essentially, with Picatinny rails on it. And then you open it and you're just sucked into this huge, just immersive entertainment system. And once you set this thing up, it's great for multiple people. It's especially great just for yourself. You have this huge screen that you're going to be able to play all your favorite games on. And by the way, even if you plug in an older console like the regular Xbox One, that 1080p looks way better on here, and you're just going to be able to see those little Master Chiefs and those little Rainbow Six operators so much better, and all the detail. It's almost like experiencing all those games again, and that's just from my experience going from the Vanguard to this. It was like the first thing I noticed was like for refresh rate, and also just the clarity. Even though those consoles weren't putting out 1440 and they're only outputting 1080p, just huge difference there. So of course, if you have an Xbox One X or something that is 1440, you're golden. So overall, really excited for this case to finally hit the market. I'm just been blessed to have a chance to check this thing out. Big shout out to Eddie Pham and John Smith over at Gaems. Those guys are awesome. Be sure to check out the Indiegogo, support this project. Gaems is just constantly innovating and evolving their platform, and in just comparing this to the previous system. The previous systems were impressive enough, but they're like a toy compared to this thing. This is really a complete, evolved, like, this is the end game. This is the system that they were working to make all those years, and here it is. A little bit on the hefty side, so I probably don't recommend hand carrying it everywhere, but obviously it's still more than portable enough for you to travel and do anything you want to do, especially if you're on the road and if you're a professional gamer. So make sure to check it out. Support the Indiegogo. Be sure to follow Gaems on all their social media. Thanks again. This is Spartan117GW. See you guys next time.